It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the...
About set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. This one complete right side. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Automatic first down.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's the tight end. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. from the 50. He'll set up to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air once more on second down. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Back to throw. He'll take off again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Quickly to the outside and complete. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? He'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The Saints will punt this one away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Here's a run with their tight end. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. A man wide open downfield. He's got him. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders 14, Saints nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Run a little inside draw with their fullback. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 11. 1st down, New Orleans.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now a give on the ground, and And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Saints are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. To the right side here, pass is caught.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-7 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. The Commanders about to send this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the second time. This brought in. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on fourth down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commanders first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really completing high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is good. And the Saints are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to throw. I fumbled the football. The Saints have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. The Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to New Orleans. After this, we'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now from the gun. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the air one more time. A wide-open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here. It has been an entertaining first half. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this one out to his fullback.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10. Now the rush finally gets to him, and he'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Up the middle they go. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think This play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Turner goes in motion. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
We'll go with the drop play here on 2nd down. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. First and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Second and 11. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the tight end. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll have a Commander's 1st down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL? And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to the ground after the penalty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Back at the 27.
Back to throw. Taking off. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. A hit, and he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down and 3. They'll run on the draw. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Run a little inside draw with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
they'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
This is caught down that right sideline. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Another try, 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Now he takes off. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. He's got it at about the 8. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will go up by 7.
Commanders 27, Saints 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now, on 2nd and long. pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now, a big third down. And that's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.